No harm, no foul. My guest is ready, waiting on me. Listen, without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. I got an interesting guest, a young lady with some dope vocals who's been waiting on me for weeks and weeks and months and 100 years. I met her actually at an open mic down south. She blew everybody away with her mystical powers vocally. Everybody in the building was an instant fan. I know I was an instant fan because I hear the bravery in this young lady's voice. You know what I'm saying? She's seasoned. She's very open. She's very brave. She's very bold. She could fight you vocally, or she could beat you up after her show. So be careful what you say. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? With my Trina Day shout out, you see how I made that work? You understand what I'm saying? Like, because I be supporting the ladies, man. That was my whole point of saying that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trina Day. You know, I'm still representing why she, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my homie. You know, she been doing her thing for over 20 years, so I definitely had to represent her. But speaking of ladies, it's all about this young lady, Miss Raven. I'm finna bring her on and let her do her thing. I done had enough technical difficulties. Now, without further ado, what's good with it, girl?
What's good?
Finally, it happened to me right in front of my face with my technical difficulties.
All right, that's the remix. Okay.
That's the remix. But check this out. I'm glad you got a good attitude and a great smile to match because it's been crazy. I don't never had technical difficulties. That's how I know this interview is going to be all the way hitting. You feel me?
All right.
So now, before we get started, I always, make my guests let me know what they smelling like over there. So we got to do a perfume check. What are you smelling like over there?
Probably Bath and Body Works. I ain't get a chance to put on my Burberry right now. So.
Oh, okay. Burberry.
Fresh out the shower.
You can't lose in no Burberry now.
Nah, you can't.
You can't. That's an instant win. So hold up. Since we own that, don't move. Is the Burberry a date night situation, or that's your everyday, or that's your favorite? What is it? Why you had to say Burberry?
It's an everyday situation. It's light, it's sheer, it's nice, it's elegant. I like it.
It's not too fiery. It's not.
You're right.
Annoying.
It's like it's just
right.
sensual.
It's real. Yeah. If it's medium, but it ain't cheap, it ain't whack, it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
Right. So definitely. I did a little karaoke when I came in here. So now I gotta throw it back at you. You know, I do every guest like this. If you was in the car and your grandma was in the car or your mother was in the car and she played a song, what is that song that she could play your mother, your grandmother, your father, somebody in your family? What is the song that they could play that you and them both could sing at the same time? What is it?
Probably Aretha Franklin.
Which one?
Respect.
Sing it.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, you don't put me on fire. Okay.
I got to.
RESPCT. Find out what it means to me. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. I only know it when I sing it with the song.
Sing it to me. That's my favorite part of the song.
That's everybody's favorite part.
I wait just for that part because I just feel like it's like a real Miami type of booty shaking break. I don't know why.
Yeah, you can actually remix that too.
Yeah, you might well go ahead and do that. I need about 5% since I brought
that.
I need about 5%, and I'm gonna help you push it. So now, shout out Fifi, shout out to everybody that's online right now. You know, showing a lot of support. Like I said, Seattle, Detroit, North Carolina, North California. You know what I'm saying? South Carolina, 813, Ocala, Gainesville. All of them that's, showing a lot of love. So they tuned in all over the place. So now the name. I'm big on names. I've never got a definition of what your name means. Is it symbolic to something? Talk about it. It's your time to talk.
Yeah, symbolic. It represents my actual government name. However, I've always been a fan of like Greek mythology. So Artemis is basically the goddess of the moon, the goddess of the night, like ruling the night, ruling sensuality. So I kind of like I didn't want to do something that was back in the days like first coming out. It would have been something like Lil Scent, you know. So
Right.
I said, nah, I wanted to be different. I wanted a name that could last and ring a bell. So I chose Artemis, which is actually a play off of my original name. So that's why I went with that. And Raven is also a play off of my original name as well, my last name. And
Isn't
that
Raven
Raven
like a
represents a black
songbird, right?
pearl. Huh?
Hold on, Raven is like a songbird or something, ain't it? Like a raven?
Yeah, well, Raven is it means black pearl.
Oh, you teaching me something.
Yeah, and Artemis is the goddess of the night.
Right. So, God, that's crazy. See, that's why I asked these questions. I don't want to sound like I know it all. I'm semi-dumb. I just look smart. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't
So
say that.
I had to joke it out there. So now, if we was looking on the back of your autobiography, we in Barnes and Noble, and you done dropped all these albums and all that, but there's still a couple people in the world that have no idea who you are or none of that. What is something that the quick 60-second bio about you that kind of set you apart from all these different Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Trey Songz, R. Kelly? Well, we know what's different between you and R. Kelly, but
Stop it.
what what is it about? Give us a quick bio. Walk us into you.
One, I write my own material. So everything that you all hear from me it came from a place of personal experiences as well as I am a loyal listener to those around me. So a lot of stories I put into song. Um to know me is just to know me through my music as well. Like I actually don't hold back too much. Like I keep people guessing. And what sets me apart is just that I'm me. I was born to my parents.
Right. That's real. That's honest though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. I think I tend to ask my guests this because it's so many artists out here. And I say that in a way and not trying to discourage you because I'm an artist too. And some of the questions I tend to ask artists is questions I've been asked. And sometimes I had to sit and think about it like, damn, like, is it even worth it to even try to do this music situation or be in the entertainment field because it's so oversaturated. You know what
Very
I'm saying?
true.
And even okay, we from the South Bay area. There's a lot of artists out there, but when you include the whole Miami, it's a ton of artists. Like, so I always have to ask, like, what kind of sets them apart, and you'll be surprised some of the answers I tend to get. So what was that thing that happened in your life that made you say, I'm gonna do music? You could have been a cheerleader, you could have played the violin, you could have been on the chess club, the speech club, all these different situations that happen in all our life because we all get presented with things. But what was
Correct.
it? What was it that made that twinkle in your eye? Like, I'm gonna do this. My mama that made me sing in the choir every week. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? So talk about that part.
Well, I actually always loved music growing up.
Uh-huh.
Music for me, it was like it's always been therapeutic in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I always enjoy music, especially a lot of old school music. 'Cause old school music, I felt like it always talked about something that somebody was going through it. So with that being said, like as I got older, like I actually started off as a rapper. Then because I didn't really think I had a voice and I actually didn't. And then once I probably hit around give or take 17, I realized, okay, I do have a voice. So I began to utilize that more. And then just going through things throughout my life, I realized I'm a great songwriter. So I would put
Mm-hmm.
things that I would feel into my music. Like I would just write, write, write. I went from writing raps to writing poetry, because poetry and rap is the same thing, to be
Right.
honest. You know, and then it just materialized into me being a songstress as well. So that's pretty much how I became. I just fell in love with it. Plus, I listened to a lot of Michael Jackson. I actually wanted to be a choreographer growing up or
Mm.
whatnot. And then I switched to just doing singing because it just felt more liberating for me. I could express myself. Cause back in the days, I used to curse. I was a little church girl, you know. So I was like very
Right.
kind of closed in. So music for me was like that moment of just letting who I really am out.
Right. And it's so crazy the connectivity. Like you hitting me on my chest right now, whether you know it or not, because I speak about the key word that you threw out there was therapy. I was wild, I was on the chain, I was violent, you know what I'm saying? And the poetic side was me that when I started playing around with music, I got to be funny. I got to be an alter ego of myself. Like it's crazy because I just was talking about Moonlight earlier, and he had two different personalities, and here it is. They were totally different. It was like yin yang. It was like spot versus spot. One kind of different or whatever. And I feel you on that because it's like, damn, and without music, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably be in jail or something like that because sometimes people get on my nerves and I come home and I can write about that situation or that person or how I got through that situation. Whatever it was just like what you're saying. That's why I've high-fived you 30 times while you were talking because you don't even understand how much content you just gave by saying that the past music had a lot of content. And sometimes I feel like we're lacking substance in this music. I don't want to disrespect this era and sound like the grandpa out here. Like, oh yeah, OG coming down on our music because he don't understand it. No, it ain't that. I just know how we was brought up. Where it's like when you heard Aretha Franklin really, talk about this, or Anita Baker really going, or Sade talking about
Agreed.
On you. Like you felt her like, I knew you were the one for me. Like you could really get butterflies in your stomach and think about that. Not those just wham, bam, thank you, man, drop them jaws, bitch. Like it wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like
I mean, they did have some songs like that now. Millie Jackson, my favorite was the guy Jody who sing the song
Jody. Liquor, all the little
so they was nasty though.
Yeah, all them little side piece, all them little songs. Yeah, they had them. But I'm just saying, like it's
I get it, but it still was done in a certain way.
Right.
So.
And I'm gonna go back to what you said again. This is you talking. It was poetic. So even though they said something about, the candy liquor, I'm thinking about the lyrics. It was a raunchy song. It was nasty. But he was so creative with it. Even oh God, man, I just respect music. I don't care what era it is. So now, what are you looking to add to this industry?
I'm looking to add right now, like you said, when you introduced me, I'm more of a seasoned artist, even though I feel like it's taking me longer because of situations, but I feel like divine timing is everything. You know what I'm saying? So just because you didn't come out at a certain period don't mean that it's not your time. So for me, it's more so representing, I would say older women. Like showing women that we actually, just because we're not 20 or 18 no more, that we still are valuable, we still are sexy, we still are classy, we still could bring the boys to the yard. You know what I'm saying? And we can still do it without being tasteless, and we could do it with still showing it, just showing that who we are. We could stand up. Like Mary J. Blige, I look at myself more in between that range there. How Mary J. Blige she's iconic. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And for me, I'm bringing to the table where I'm a little younger than her, but at the same time, I'm bringing the people in my age group and some of the younger group with me as well, with the type of lyrics I write, and also me just showing that, hey, I could be an auntie, but I'm fly, baby. You know what I'm saying? Right. I could be an auntie, but I'm going to still speak facts as well.
Right. So the single that we pushing, what's the main single? Because you have a whole project. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I ain't get to run through it, but walk us through that because every project tends to be different. You know what I mean? Whether it's a mixtape or whatever the case, there's a theme there. There's a body of work. Talk about it.
Okay, well, the main songs that's being pushed is actually I dropped 2 singles from Side AEP, which I just released this past Sunday. But it is hashtag lies, deceit, and confusion that actually came with a full on video. That was dropped last year, and then at the end of last year, I dropped No More Time Away. So those are my 2 singles that I'm really pushing right now from this EP. However, this EP is basically centered around R&B. I'm just giving y'all back the R&B that I see a lot of people said they miss. You get what I'm saying? I didn't take it too throwback, so it's in the middle. I'm giving you old school R&B far as lyrics, and I'm giving you newer school content far as production and how everything is vocalized.
Right. And visuals, like how we doing with that part, with that aspect?
With the visuals, like I said, with Lies of Seed and Confusion, that came with like I call it like a miniature movie in a sense. And
Mhm.
then No More Time to Waste, I just dropped the animated lyrical video. And so far right now, I'm just waiting on the fans' outtakes from the EP to see which single to drop next. And I'm hoping to push a project, a visual project for that as well. So it's between so far the winning singles right now is Late Night Conversations, which everybody loves. We talk about cheating, so I'm pretty sure
For real.
that
For
might be
real.
the number
I
one
don't know
song that they
why.
finna vote for.
I don't know why you be out here giving them hope about cheating and all that. I don't know
Nah,
why.
I mean, listen, that's why I said music is about when you do music is really about real life
Right,
situations. And that's not sit up here and act like people, honest. And that's not sit up. I mean,
right,
a lot of people done changed over the years as we grow up, but we all done did some type of stuff that people will ordain wrong.
right.
So with that being said, music, you could speak on anything as an artist. So but so far, I see that that's the top song in Apple under my playlist. When I click on the album, those are the two: "Losing Me" and "Late Night Conversations."
Okay,
So between those two, we gonna see.
so you gave me two questions. I'm gonna try to make sure I remember on one about the cheating situation. I know women really go hard on men on that aspect. Um,
Okay.
do you really feel like? Because I hear way too many women. Oh, all men is dogs, and men can't be faithful. Do you believe that?
I don't. You know what? I don't go by what people say. I
Right,
believe it is where you at in your life. You know what I'm
right,
saying? All men cheat, all women cheat, all men don't, not all men cheat, not all women cheat, but it depends
right,
on where you're at your life. Like, okay, years ago, you ain't gonna sit up here and get me to be honest. Like, I'll be honest, but I ain't trying to be locked down.
right,
Now, older, you know what I'm saying, you done went through some things, you done graduated to a certain level in your life.
right,
Okay, maybe you ready to settle down. So if you get with somebody that's on that level, probably 99% of the time they're not going to cheat because they've been waiting for that moment to really be with somebody. The
right.
problem is people are getting with people at the wrong stages in other people's lives. So you gotta know where you fit in.
Man,
So if somebody playing, why you trying to be serious with somebody that's playing? You
right,
gonna get played. That's
right.
all I'm saying.
Man, you said something that was really really deep because some people know off the rip they ready. I feel like I was super ready, real young, but I never been weak on peer pressure. Nobody can make me like if everybody eat apples down me, I want to eat an apple. I might want a mango, or I might want apple sauce, or I might want apple juice. Like I never move with the world. Like I always been the kind of person I go off of how I feel. So I feel like early on I wanted just that one. I always wanted that one, and I was gonna thug it out. I ain't had to have nobody else neither. But then I
Mhm.
just felt like you just made a lot of sense because y'all ain't matching because that person might not be ready or why we taking this so serious so young and we 19 or we 18 or we 21. I'm like, because I know what I want. I know I don't want to be out here in the world with people that got, three different types of gonorrhea and COVID 45 and I don't want no baby mama, 30 of them. Like I knew what I wanted. And I wanted somebody I could invest in, go broke with, go broke for, and just like let's go to the top. But I kept running into women that wasn't on that same page, or they'll talk like they was until it came time to work. See, everybody sound good in that job interview,
Yeah,
right
they
or wrong.
always, that's right.
Boy, the best behaviors in that job interview, and they like, oh man, they got this
Yes,
leg
I can
off,
do the
and
job.
they, yeah, and then they get there, and then 3 days later they using their phone too much. They coming to work late. When in the interview, they were like, "Oh, I've never been late for work. I don't still on the job." And now you take it home. You start off with paper clips. Now you still an old CD player from Best Buy. Like now it's like, yeah, look at this on camera. This nigga done stole the whole work truck, nigga. Like, but you said you don't even steal. But yeah, that's how relationships work too. It's like, damn. Now, in that beginning stage, people say whatever they want to say, or they make it sound good, and then time show exactly who that person is. You know what I mean?
That's true. I see that a lot. I hear that a lot, and that's why it, the music, like even with the songs that's on this EP, when you get a chance and you finally listen to the full body, you will see I'm touching on some of the majority of that stuff. And that's the reason why the cover looked like that with the stones and things like that too, because
Right.
it's about elevation. It's about knowing, like I was talking to a good friend of mine one day about that, about energy reading and
Right.
knowing what is what. You know what I'm saying? Like we be mad. Oh, we made a bad decision. We dated the wrong person. A lot of times you be already knowing you not with the right person, but
Right.
you just, as people, we tend to overlook things and want to see the best in a lot of situations rather than using our God given ability to just cipher out things. So that's why I tell the young girls now, I just be like, listen, if the person want to play with you, don't take them seriously. You know what I'm saying? Just do you. They want to give me, oh, you the only one, don't mess with this. And the people that do that the most be the main ones lying. I'm
I
just being
promise.
real.
They be having all kind of insecurities and all.
Exactly. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Right. And the DVD. So now back on the music situation. You said something about, the Apple numbers is doing good. Is there anything that you doing different? Because we talk about different um, ages and eras. Do you feel like you need to be doing more? And I'm talking about to get the analytics up and all your numbers up. You feel like you need to be doing some more Facebook ads, Instagram ads? Do you feel like you need to be doing more word of mouth, more shows? What is it that's gonna take your numbers from here to here? You know what I'm saying?
I could definitely say because I'm more of a private person,
Uh-huh.
people don't see me as much, but I
Right.
definitely would have to be utilizing my platform a little more.
Right.
Because that's the age we're in. So all that I like being to myself, which I'm very much of a person. Y'all don't hear from me until I actually got something to put out. But other than that, I feel like that would drive me better, like to really be more vocalizing so people could get to know me better as who I am. Because be honest, I'm the same person as an artist. So it's not like I'm one way and then I'm the other way this way. It's like what you seeing right now, that's actually how I talk. That's actually who I am or
Right.
whatnot.
So now, what's the end goal?
The end goal is to keep on moving because I got a side B coming. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's like never right now. I feel like it's the time to just start like really pushing and putting the music out there, the project out there. For me, it's more of a passion. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
more of me just doing something, checking it off my list. You
Right.
know, so that's how I look at it. I enjoy doing it.
Right. But even on that same question, do you feel like it's an end goal? Like Raven would love to have a record deal. Raven would love to have a distribution deal, or at the end of the day, I just wanna lock Miami down, or Florida down, or the Southeast region down, or the East Coast down, or I want to be doing tours overseas. Like, what is that goal for you,
Oh,
musically?
well, that you mentioned it. That's my goal. I actually want to go overseas.
Because you
I
sound
actually
like
really,
it, but go ahead. I want you to say that. But like, I think because I've watched you perform. But go ahead.
yeah, I feel like overseas would be my better route. Um, I feel like that's what I want. My end goal is to really go overseas and travel and put on shows over there, and also probably not. I ain't gonna even say probably a nice distribution deal. Get some celebs behind me because at the end of the day, even if I'm not doing that music, I actually am a songwriter as well. So I definitely could see myself in go writing for celebrities. Actually, I was hearing my music in the popular shows and movies and stuff like that as well. So it's not just about being a performer, it's about me putting the music elsewhere. Y'all be in Starbucks sipping some coffee and hear Artemis come on.
Right. And
So
I always try to keep this in the artist's chest, because because I've never did just one thing. I've never just been an artist. I never had that privilege. I never had that luck. Like, I probably would have been further as an artist, maybe. You know what I mean? But I always try to tell artists to kind of juggle a little bit, because when I first came in the game, I owned a magazine, but then I
mm,
also had a web show right after that, and then after that, I had a street team and this and that, and so on and so forth. But everything that I've done ended up helping my music in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion. And even now, like, I got a TV show, I got this, I got a vlog, I got a podcast, I have so much different things, and sometimes it's hard. I can't lie. It's about, and then I'm a father, so it's about scheduling. It's about doing a lot of things, but you don't never know what people gonna know you for, or they gonna rock with you for. So I feel like you gotta juggle. You know what I mean? Because you sound like you got a good, interesting story. I feel like you should probably play around with podcasting, play around with doing some daily vlogs because yeah, yeah, you don't want to be seen. I'm talking about you now. You feel like you don't want to be seen until you dropping a project, but just say I haven't dropped a project in X amount of time, but I have a fan base that's always waiting on something. Like you got to get them like drug addicts. So it's like, yeah, you might have ran out of weed, but you still got some weed to sell them. But you got some lemonade, and you got a barbecue stand over here. So you keep them around. So when you go back to selling weed again, boom, they already there. They never left because it's hard to, all right, hit the brakes and then hit the gas. Hit the brakes instead of just I'm gonna take my foot off the gas and I'm gonna let it roll neutral. And then boom, I pick back up when I get on the highway. You know what I'm saying? Don't always wait to drive. Like I ain't gonna drive unless I get on the highway. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I'm just saying.
No,
Like,
I understand exactly what you're saying. Well, I'm saying it in the sense of my private life. Like I don't
oh, okay,
put a
gotcha.
lot of my business out there, but yeah, I still post. I'm just saying, like, I'm not one of the ones that I would say, like, what I'm doing in my private life. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I
respectfully.
keep my private life separate and I have my music and just me for, what I'm saying, the rest of everybody to see. Cause it's a skeptical all the time. So that's why
Right,
when I would do my workout videos, that's showing people like, listen, I'm staying healthy. I'm trying to get y'all to stay healthy with me. You get what I'm saying?
right,
So I still do those things. I feel like it's just certain things us as artists keep to yourself so you could have some type of sanity. Because
right,
I've seen a lot of artists kind of lose it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Because the pressures. And I think that's just something I've taken heed to and looked at and was like, I don't think I want to deal with certain parts of that. So what I do, I specifically do that. I just put
right.
certain things to the side.
Right. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You know, you got to control what they see sometimes. Like you can't. Like it's
Little
some part.
censorship.
Right. I don't let them see everything. You know what I'm saying? Like 'cause some people too nosy, and then they might use it against you in some type of way. Or I don't want to spend all my time explaining why I post this or why I said this. Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Most times when I be posting stuff though, I feel like a lot of people take me way too serious on some things when I really be just baiting y'all ass in. I just throw shit out there and keep you talking. Because the more I keep you talking, you're gonna keep coming back. Like it's certain questions I be
Exactly.
posting on my story and stuff. They be like, oh, but nah, it could be the smallest thing, Pepsi versus Coca-Cola. And I ain't drinking neither one of them. But I'm gonna throw it out there because I need y'all to keep coming back. There gotta be some type of retention. If I ain't learned nothing, that's always been helping me. You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, you gotta have something that people gonna come back for. You know what I'm saying? Now I know I don't have a lot of time with you, but I did want to ask you this, like, because music or entertainment becomes like an expensive affair or a extra baby. What are you doing to handle that, or are you in business? Are you like how are you funding this dream?
Well, I'm working my ass off pretty much on a regular job. So that's another reason why it's taking quite a bit of time as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you know just as much as I know how much it takes to really get
Right.
out there. You're constantly paying for promo, you're constantly paying for this. And if you own a house, you got property taxes, you got bills, you
Oh,
got rent high as hell. So my heart goes out to people that's paying rent,
right,
but I'm just saying, like, when you got to save up to pay big bills, doing music, that's a whole, like you said, that's a whole nother baby.
it is.
So right now it's just like just learning. I feel like it's more of research for me. Like I research certain teams and marketing teams and say, okay, well this they have a good, backing, or I'm looking into a lot of that because you just don't want to get the first thing that's thrown out in front of you. I get a lot of people like, oh, we'll put you to the top, we'll put you to the top, but they're not probably using a system where they would have like, okay, you match my vocals. You watch people who might listen to vocals that sound like this or music sound like that. They just want the money. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Just so you
right,
could pay them and then that's that or whatever.
right,
So I'm trying not to go that route. So I'm just
right,
looking into it, just been researching a lot of different companies and avenues.
right. That's good, and that's wise of you to say that. Um, so now here's my little random question. That ain't random that I always ask all my guests too. You just walked in the studio. It's three artists in there. It don't matter if they dead or alive. Three artists. Um, I don't care if it's your top three or none of that. It don't matter if they just died this morning or they've been dead 100 years. Those are the three artists that you are crazy about. You know you're gonna create the best body of work because just like the first three letters of your name, it's about the art. So let's go. What are these three artists?
Michael Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Mary J. Blige,
Mm-hmm.
Jimi Hendrix.
Mm. Wow. So now, with those three artists, stayed up.
Mm-hmm.
Why each one? I want to go through each one. Go ahead.
Michael, the GOAT, greatest entertainer alive.
Right.
Hard. He was a hard worker. Like I didn't know how hard that man worked until one day I just studied him and I was like, wow, like
Right.
goddamn, like I don't even think I got that type of energy, but he
Right.
really worked and to see him transform. Well, I didn't see him transform from a boy into a man because I wasn't born in, but
Right.
you do know like child stars have it hard trying to gain an audience after they get older. So
Right.
for him to make that transition the way he did and become one of the baddest to ever do it, like that's definitely a one. And on top of that, he was a perfectionist. So I
Right.
know being in the studio with him, I can't get shit wrong.
Right.
This man knew what sound you were supposed to be on before you knew it. So
Right. That shit is intimidating.
it's intimidating, but when you work around people like that, it makes you be at your best.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
that's definitely why I would have loved to just be in his presence while I'm in the studio.
right. Okay.
Besides
So
painting, but
right. So Mary J. Blige, why?
Mary J. Blige, man, I don't know. I grew up with Mary. I grew up. I love Mary because Mary, when I first seen her, it was just like she reminded me of me when I was just a kid then. But it was the fact that I was a tomboy, so I wasn't the girly girl type. So when
Right.
she came out, it was like, what the hell? Like we got a female out here that's wearing baggy shoes, Jodeci boots, and she dancing, and that did it for me.
right.
Like I felt like I really felt I felt at home. Like she made me feel special. Like,
Right.
okay, you can be a lady and still look a little boyish, but it make it sexy at the same time.
Right. Right.
And then her vocals, like she always sung with such like grit.
Right.
Like her vocals just I say gritty, like in a way of like so much passion, kind of like a Gladys Knight in a sense. Like you
Right.
just put a lot of passion behind whatever you singing.
Right. So Jimi Hendrix, why?
Jimi Hendrix because he one hell of a riff player, and I love the guitar. That's my main love is a rock guitar,
Right.
and he could really play the hell out of a guitar. He was very good. I didn't even know. I looked up his story. He played with Lil Richie. He played with a lot of people, and
Right.
he
The
was
great.
good at what he did.
That's the greatest man. He earned his legendary spot. So
Exactly.
so now what haven't we covered before we get you up out of here? What haven't we covered that you want to cover?
I don't know where they could find my music at and stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead because that's my next thing to drop your information.
All right, yeah. Well, Side AEP is out on all streaming platforms. I don't know about Pandora. Pandora be giving me a hard time, but
They do
everybody else
all of them.
is on there. If you don't have a subscribing services, that is fine. You can find it on YouTube. Artemis Raven topic. I guess they sent it there. You can find it. Play the whole album. Matter of fact, shout out to my eyebrow and lash lady. She was
Mm,
streaming it today, streaming the whole
mm,
album while she was at work. So y'all definitely look for Artemis Raven on all digital platforms on Tidal, Spotify, YouTube, some everywhere. I can't even name half of the places it's at. You can follow me on Instagram. I am Artemis Raven Music. The name is so long. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Y'all follow Grand Mode. Just go to his followers. his followers, and just type in "I am art" and I will pop up. That's the best
Right.
way I could
It
say it.
will.
Y'all go to his page and y'all can find me, and y'all probably see me comment sometimes on his stuff too. So
It's true.
you be posting some mess, and I just be like, let me comment.
I be doing it, man. I be doing it for that reason to bait it in because you know what it is. I study analytics too, because I had somebody close to me say, "Man, why you be posting this and what?" You're not gonna understand until you get into marketing. Like I'm big on online marketing, and I'm good at taking something that's a little seed and growing it into a big tree. So a lot of that stuff, like I be trying to tell my fans, don't read too far into me, man. Like, because the only real me you ever gonna get is the me offline. Like, you're not gonna get the real me online. Like, I give you a taste of something, but the people that's around me the closest, the most, know the closest version of me, man. So I'm like, I be posting all kind of stuff, not because I'm reading too deep into it. I know it's gonna get a reaction. And sometimes
Exactly.
when I look at my insights and I look at the analytics, I'll be like, I was right about this, I was wrong about this. Damn, why this one ain't hit? Sometimes it's about
Uh-huh.
the time of the day you put it. Sometimes it's about the hashtag. Like I'm big on hashtags or trying to get on the Explorer page. And I'm saying this to you because sometimes it ain't just about me being grind mode chaos. Because here's a trick that I always do: I build stuff up and then I delete something or I
Uh-huh.
archive this because I just needed you to come to my page and keep coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back. Like I don't be caring why you come back. I just need you to come back. And then ultimately, it's been people that started liking me for my movie or started me liking for my vlog or my TV show, and they're like, "Damn, I didn't know you did music." Or they like me for my music, and they're like, "Damn, I didn't know you so funny. Damn, I didn't know you so motivating." So you give them a piece of your personality, and then boom, now you got them. It ain't just, "Oh, listen to my song, listen to my song." Dog, when I first started doing music, and I ain't trying to preach to you, when I first started doing music, that's all I did. Oh, I got a new song. Check out my last video. Oh, click my link. People be like, "Damn, get your spamming ass out of here." It annoys people. But then
Agree.
when I showed them, okay, I made lasagna yesterday and this shit looked trash. And then people jumping in my inbox, "Why you use that kind of cheese?" Oh, hell no, nah, boy. You gotta, man, you should have put it on 450 instead of 425. Man, oh man, you be drinking sour sop tea. Oh, you must be from the and I keep people coming back and talking and talking and talking and talking. And they're listening to my music while they're interacting. So now I got a real different fan base. People that they're not gonna leave. I got a cult following, and that's what you want. Like a Kanye West. When he ain't dropping an album, you still watching this nigga. You like, what kind of big ass snow boots this nigga gonna wear in the summertime today? What
That's
crazy
true.
shit he gonna? Yeah, like I'm telling you, people personalize it with Miss Raven. Oh man, Miss Raven, she be working out on Mondays and Tuesdays. Oh my God, I can't work out with her no more because Monday she be having my legs tied. But then Thursday, oh, I be doing my arm in the windmills. I started doing that all the time at work because of Artemis. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to have something that you will the people in. If you don't pay
That's
attention
very
to
true.
nothing
I
else,
mean, you ain't you everything you seen is very factual. Cause I mean, I don't. I think I maybe posted one time on Instagram. Like I used to be posting with cooking because I like to cook. So
right,
I did do a spoof where I was cooking some steak, and the video could have went viral. I took it down though, but I was
mm,
like, nah, man. I think I might open up a little OnlyFans for
right.
cooking with
No,
Artemis
you can.
Raven.
No, you can for real. And it's funny because some people are married you stuff. A lot of the stuff you see me wear on my show, that come from people watching my show or they on my Instagram like, "Bruh, let me send you this so you can wear it on your show." Dog, you end up with sponsors and all kinds of shit. I got coffee in my house, like probably 3 pounds of coffee from people I ain't never met. You know what I'm saying? Like coffee mugs, shirts, hats, glasses, jewelry, all kinds of shit. Underwear. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll be surprised, man. I'm saying people will watch you working out and putting hashtags and now boom. Girl, let me give you some hair ties. So when you working out and you sweating, they can see my headband while you working out. It's the littlest things though, Raven. Like I ain't joking, like for real.
No, you not, because I got my fact. Let me get my little shirt. I gotta give a shout out to Hearts and Eyes, clothing apparel, because I
Right.
am one of the ambassadors. So yeah, they've been following me for a long time. So I'll be one of the swimsuit models. So after I post some little videos and Key West having fun with my girls, they was like, "Hey, listen." I was like, "Okay, I got you. I'm going here put this body in there right quick
Right.
for you."
As soon
So
as, as
you
soon
know,
as
but
they
you, that's
right,
what it's about.
As soon as they see this, they need to mail me something so I can promote it on the show. Now, before I get you up out of here, I always try to make sure my guests leave my show with some knowledge. Like you gave a lot of knowledge, but in a time where it's a lot of pain out here, it's a lot of healing that needs to take place, and you speak about that in different ways, especially by way of your music. But I need 60 seconds out of you. I need 60 seconds out of you. Don't look at me. Don't worry about me. I want you to black
Okay.
me out, and I want you to talk to that little 11-year-old girl that don't want to live no more. That 13-year-old girl that's very depressed about that boy who just broke her heart. That 15-year-old girl that's having suicidal thoughts because she can't get a job and they ain't got no food in the house. Don't worry about me, Raven. I need you to take 60 seconds
All
and you
right.
provide her with some value. I'm done. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, ladies, y'all, life is tough. I if I could go back in time, I wish I would have learned the lessons I've learned at the age I am now. I will tell you that it's not an easy walk. Um, I apologize to you for anybody who made you think that life is just supposed to be fairies and roses because it really ain't. It isn't. I have the opportunity to tell my own kids this, like, life is not going to be easy. Life is only what you make it. So try to make your life easy. You go and work at a job, you work smarter, not harder. You get what I'm saying? You got second, know your worth, and you are very valuable. If you wasn't valuable, you wouldn't be here. You get what I'm saying? Because I believe it was Eddie Griffin that said that, like, you won. You won. You come out of a nut set. It's about a million of you, and you the one that made it. You the one that fertilized eggs. So you are special because you are here. You're the one that made it out of all them babies that kind of just fell to the side to get to your mama. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could put it without it being too rated R. But I want y'all to know, coming from me as a woman, that you got this. Don't let anybody, I don't care, male, female, don't let anybody make you feel like you're worthless. Trust me, I've been there. I understand. So everything he just asked me to talk about, I understand it 100%. There were times where I didn't want to live no more. Things was just too tough. I lost all my parents and my grandparents, and I'm here by myself on this world. I got one son, and I got a honorary son. You get what I'm saying? And it has not been easy. I smile a lot to hide pain. And a lot of you all smile a lot to hide pain. Y'all probably crack a lot of jokes too to hide y'all pain. And that's okay because you need an outlet. So don't let people make you feel bad when you're upset. You have the right to be upset. You have the right to be angry. You have the right to express yourself. And I know you say it to the women, for to the little girls, but I also want to speak to the boys too, because mental health is very important. For the ladies, please quit badgering these men and making them feel less than because they don't meet the standards of what society say they supposed to be for you. They suppose whoever you date, whoever you are with, they're only supposed to be the person that makes you happy, not what makes the world happy. So if you're gonna listen to the world, let people go and live the life that you want to live. And to my fellas, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love the men, I love the women, I love the men. So y'all gonna be all right. Everybody gonna be all right. We just gotta take the time out to quit trying to follow behind people and just follow what benefits us. Not everybody meant to have a mansion. Cause a mansion is not about being in the house. The mansion is in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all want to kill y'all. So it's only reason why we get suicidal is because we feel like we don't measure up. And that's not true. You measure up. The things that you have in front of you, be thankful. Be thankful for them because a lot of people don't have half of the stuff that we have, but we sitting up here being selfish and upset because, oh, I should have been in a 5, I should have been in a 10 bedroom. You don't need no 10 bedroom. You probably can't even clean up. You don't need no 10 bedrooms. I'm just saying, I'm just keeping it real. I just
That's
want
real.
people out there to
That's
quit
real.
looking at
Oh,
what
preach,
everybody else
preacher.
got.
Preach. That's real though.
Know what I'm saying? Quit looking at it. That's the main thing. I feel a lot of us, and I'm speaking from experience. I've been in that area of just feeling depressed because I felt like I didn't have what I should have had. And so it got me to a point where I just became very like, I don't want to be bothered with nobody. And I didn't want to be bothered. I just didn't. And so I understand what a lot of people go through because I go through the same thing. But at the same time, I have to realize I got to quit looking at what other people have or what I feel I should have and look at the things like, damn, I ain't sleeping in no car. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to get I might not make the money I want to make, but everything paid up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want us and all the little girls, and we sitting up here running behind these boys and crying over these little boys. Girl, you look good. Go get another one.
Right. I know that's right. For real though. But then by the time you get in college and all that, you're gonna laugh at the ones you was going crazy about in the third grade,
Exactly.
fifth grade, all that. I'm looking back. Well, I'm glad some of them like, boy, the one that got away, boy, you ain't get away for real, boy. Cause some of y'all ain't looking like what I thought you was gonna look like, or your
Not at all.
attitude. Yeah, like you can relate. You don't look back at somebody that you liked in the 11th grade or 7th grade. You like, what the hell was I thinking? That boy was so musty, or his attitude was trash, or look, he turned out to be nothing, and you know what I mean? So yeah, man, you said a lot of great things, man. Again, I appreciate you for taking time out to make this interview happen. Man, this will definitely be up in the next like 24 hours. Again, say the Instagram before I get you up out of here.
I am Artemis Raven, spelled just like that on the screen. Artemis Raven music. You gotta add music right behind it. Shout out to you, most definitely, Grandma, for always. I remember the time you were playing What's Going On back in 2016 for us, sister. I appreciate that. So
Most
bad
definitely.
love. And shout out to David King Kane, because that's where I met you at, was
Right.
at his open mic. So big shout out to CIA Productions. Shout out to Hearts and Eyes. And shout out to everybody that's been supporting me.
And inbox me that single too. I meant to tell you that because you know we got an actual playlist for my show. So people that like love my show, they go back and listen to that playlist. So every week I always add like the people that I've had on my show, I add them to that playlist to respect my Grind TV playlist. It's on Apple and it's on Spotify. So hit me up in my inbox with that so I can make sure they get added tonight. This interview will be up in the next 24 hours. Again, I appreciate you, man. I'm finna get up out of here. I'm finna let you go do your thing, and
Yeah, cause I gotta go watch the Heat, man.
yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying. Well, I need to go get
Yeah,
on
we
it.
trying to get out of here,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, I appreciate you, man. We better not lose tonight, neither, man. I'm gonna holler
We
at you,
better
man.
not, gonna be
I
mad as
swear to
hell.
God. Well, we're gonna be out of here, man. Shout out to her, man. Let me play this last clip and then I'm up out of here, man. Grind mode. That's right. This your homie Grind Mode Chaos, man. I'm so tired. I'm tired. Artists talking about they trying to get signed. Listen, you don't need no record label. The record label needs you. That's first and foremost. Listen, the money that they got at the record label, yeah, they might have more. But listen, you can start right now saving up money instead of, spending all your money in the strip club, spending all your money on liquor and dro and all that. You got your budget. Let me help you show you how to maintain that budget or start that budget that you already got, man. Y'all tap in, man. If you serious about this music shit and you trying to like really take it to the next level, man, inbox me right now. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Man, again, shout out to everybody that tuned in. And that video clip, I stay playing those video clips. I want you to take it serious, man. I help people out in the trading department. Hell, today alone, I made 7.2%. You understand? And I usually make that every day. It don't matter what the whole system crashing and all that. You gotta know how to move in the automated world. You know what I'm saying? Like it's serious, man. So yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. The F My X playlist, that's out right now. It's only on Spotify. So if y'all need that, y'all definitely hit me up. Yeah, man, let's get it, man. I'm out of here, man. I'm definitely out of here, man. Holla at y'all. Yeah.